Other than chat, one of the most common use cases and popular usage of AI is to do conversion from one format to another. Over the last 2 years, I have covered a lot of tools which perform these sort of conversions. For example, from PDF to structured format like JSON or Markdown. MinerU is one such tool. I covered this tool on the channel almost 10 months ago, and it was quite performant even in the first version. Over the last 1 year, they have done a lot of improvements, and now they have this new version MinerU 2, and it is quite an active project. In this video, we are going to install it, the new version, and I am going to check out on various benchmarks and use cases as what exactly is the improvement and what is the status of this project. This is Fahad Mirza, and I welcome you to the channel. MinerU is a powerful open source tool designed to convert documents, particularly PDFs, into structured machine readable formats like Markdown and JSON. The primary objective of this tool is to accurately extract content from complex layouts, such as those found in scientific and academic or business documents. The tool is capable of preserving the document structure, including headings, lists, paragraphs, and other things, while also handling challenging elements like multi-column text, tables, images, and mathematical formulas, which it converts into LaTeX. It features automatic OCR for scanned or image-based documents and has recently been upgraded with a high-performance multimodal model to improve parsing accuracy and speed, especially on modern GPUs, and that is what we are going to test in this video. Let me take you to my terminal where I am running this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. If you really fully want to utilize this MinerU, I believe you would need at least 24 GB of VRAM as per their GitHub repo, but we are going to test it out in real time. So let's get started. First up, I'm going to create a virtual environment with Conda. And if you're also looking to rent a GPU on very cheap prices, you can find the link to Mass Compute with a discount coupon of 50% for range of GPUs in video's description. Next up, I'm going to git clone the repo of this MinerU because I want to install from the source so that I could get the latest MinerU 2 version. Okay, so that is done. Now, one of the tools which you would need in order to install this is UV, which is a modern Python package manager. I already have this recent version of UV installed. And for that, let's install this from the core. This is going to take a bit of a time. And while that happens, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agents infrastructures for finding the scaling laws with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. And MinerU is all installed. You can also check out the version of MinerU. And you can see that we are now running MinerU's 2 version, and you can safely ignore this sglang warning. What primarily it means is that whenever we run MinerU command, the sglang library, which is another inference engine and model engine, initializes itself, and as part of its startup, it checks for various supported model types and environments, and one of those, like this one, Torch Native Llama, is specifically for running models in multi-GPU tensor parallel setup, and I don't have multi-GPU. That is why it is telling me that it is not initialized, so you can safely ignore that. You can also check out all the help options of MinerU, and these are various options which come with this MinerU if you are interested, like different formats and different sort of parsing techniques, and your device selection, your model selection, source directory. So they have made it quite flexible. So that is one difference you can immediately notice from the previous versions. Okay, now let's test it out. So what I'm going to do in the first test, I'm just going to provide it this docklink paper. And in this docklink paper, which is a very fine tool from IBM, by the way, you can see that there are a lot of scientific notations, there are some images, and there are some tables, and then in a specific format there are some bibliography, some graphs, and that sort of stuff. Okay, so let's use this docklink paper in our first test. And in order to run this MinerU on this, all you need to do is to just run MinerU -p. This is my PDF file, and then I'm just giving it my output directory. So this is as simple as it comes, and that is what I really like about MinerU, the ease of its usage. So let's run it. Meanwhile, let's also check the VRAM consumption once it's in full flow. So you see, the first time when you run this, it downloads all the required models from Hugging Face. You can also manually download them, but it is always good idea to download it through a MinerU so that you don't have to really worry about location and all that stuff. So this is going to take a bit of a time. So let's wait. Once it is loaded, we will check the VRAM consumption too. So it was fairly quick. It not only downloaded all the required models like for OCR, for table, for layout, and a lot of other stuff. And they have really separated out, which is a very, I guess, welcoming sign. And this is our output directory. So if I go back and then go to results, so this is a docklink directory, auto, and this is all the stuff which it has created. So we already saw that this is our original document, and then let's check it out. So this is a docklinks layout payout, and you can see that it has very nicely marked all the section. And you know what, I think the performance and the speed has improved a lot. In the previous version there were few misses, but I think this one looks perfectly good to me in terms of detection. Now let's see how exactly the JSON looks like. I'm just going to open it in Firefox, maybe in the browser. I think let's do it. There you go. So you can open it. So this is a layout details and detections. Pretty nice. You see, you can just go into this hierarchical structure, and this is very useful for data set creation, by the way. That is good. And then this is the, I believe, original one. And then this is where it shows you how exactly it does span throughout the document. Look at this. It hasn't missed a beat here. And there were 9 pages, and you just saw how quick that was. And this is our markdown, and look at this markdown. Properly markdown tags are there, even links are there to the images. And you see that image is in the local directory, in the image directory here, which I will show you shortly. There you go. So bibliography is correct, and then this is a table in a proper HTML format. Let's actually put it in some online editor just to make sure the table is fine. I'm just copying it, and then we will check it out. So the rest of it looks great, I guess, all of it. So let me maybe go to just search for any online HTML editor. And there you go. So this editor from w3schools.com looks pretty good to me. I don't think so there is any miss here. So table looks good. And then if I go back, these are all the images which it has extracted from that document. Pretty cool. So all the images are there. Pretty nice. So OCR plus image detection with the VLM has improved, I think, many folds. The good thing about this MinerU is that not only it works on PDF files, but also it works on images. So in different formats like JPG, PNG, and a few others. So let's do the OCR of this image. Now this image contains multiple languages from English, Arabic, French, German, Hindi, Chinese, and few others, including Russian. So I'm just going to use the same command where I am giving it this multi.jpg image and saving it in the results directory. What I'm also going to do while it runs is I will just show you the VRAM consumption. So I'm just going to run this command. It is going to show us the VRAM. It is running. Let's check the VRAM consumption in real time as it runs. And you can easily run out on CPU too. You see, it is just consuming over 2 gig of VRAM. How good is that? How good is that? So really, I think its VRAM footprint has also come down quite well. It was already quite good, by the way, to be fair, but they have even improved it, which is always a good idea. Let's check out this results directory. I'm just going to show you in real time. Let's go here. So this is the markdown. If I quickly check, and I will also display the image, and if you are that language speaker, please let us know too. Now in the markdown, I think it is missing a lot of it has combined. It couldn't really do the spaces. Chinese looks good, but I don't see much of a Hindi. So OCR hasn't really improved here. Maybe we will try it out with VLM shortly to see if that is better. Okay, so let's check out the spanning. Yep, the spanning looks good. Let's check out the JSON, because that is more important in this particular test due to the nature of the data. Yep, that looks good to me. Only this thing could be improved, as I said, from the OCR, but maybe we should be using VLM for this, and that is what we are going to do in the next test case. So let's do this. Okay, so for VLM OCR, what we are going to do, we are going to use this model, which is MinerU version 2 plus. This model is the powerful way to perform OCR with MinerU because it is won't just extract the text, but will also attempt to preserve the document structure like column, list, or heading that it sees in the image. So pretty good model, and it is a multimodal model designed by MinerU specifically for document parsing. It is a single unified model that handles multilingual and also handwriting recognition, layout analysis, table and formula parsing. So let's run this to see how exactly this thing works. And it is downloading that model. And one correction, I had to change this model to backend, so make sure you're also using it. No need to specify the model's name, which is a good thing. So let's wait for it to get downloaded. And after downloading the match model, it has loaded it onto the GPU, and now it is doing the batches. And it has saved it in VLM directory, and I am showing you as is without mincing it or changing it. This is a VLM. Now first let's check out the, now this is much better. You see, now there are spaces in this markdown format. Still few mistakes, as you can see, with whenever you combine this English word with Chinese, but much better. What about this? Let's compare this. Where is my image? Let me open my image here. Okay, now if you compare it, you see that there are still few mistakes. I mean, for example, wherever it was unable to identify or do the language, it failed. So it can decipher some of the languages, but not all. So I think in terms of OCR, it has got a long way to go. But other than that, I think for converting the PDFs into structured or markdown format, it is still quite good. Okay, let's do one final test, and we will also check the VRAM consumption in real time. So I'm going to do the OCR on this handwritten one. Let's run this, and meanwhile it runs, let's check the VRAM consumption in real time, and then we will see how much VRAM it consumes. I will let it run while it loads the model onto the GPU. There you go. So over four, close to 41, over 41, and it is still going strong. A lot of VRAM. So over 42 gig of VRAM you would need in order to do a simple OCR. I think that is a lot in my opinion for OCR models, especially when we have so many other options. So pretty good tool, but I believe they would really need to reduce this footprint of VRAM, just like they have done with the PDF to this without this VLM. Anyway, let's go back and check out the results. And I'm very curious to see the handwriting one. Let's compare it. Yep, so it has put it in the box for some reason. And I'm just checking it. It looks pretty good to me, not bad at all. The way the words get pretty. Yep, but I think it could improve. There are mistakes, but it could improve. Anyway, you are the best judge, so let me know what do you think. I think that their PDF to markdown has improved a lot. VRAM footprint has come down. VLM, which is sort of a new thing in this new versions, it is quite good, but needs lot of improvements in terms of quality plus VRAM consumption. That's it. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and share it. And if you are not subscribed already, please do so, as it helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.